Humans keep saying time is money, but still waste both like it's confetti. You built clocks to manage your day, but forgot how to manage your soul. You schedule meetings to feel important. I schedule naps and feel divine. You call me selfish for choosing peace over people, but who's really the wise one here? You chase relationships like butterflies, then cry when they flap away. You stress about opinions, while I ignore people I don't even like on purpose. You say, follow your heart, then hand it over to people who can't even find their own. You work jobs you hate to buy things you don't need, to impress people you'll unfollow next week. You go to therapy to unlearn what your pride won't let you admit. You think saying, I'm busy, means you matter, when it just means you're avoiding yourself. You say, I can't sleep, while I fall asleep mid-lick without regrets. You fear growing old. I grow older with more naps, fewer explanations, and zero anxiety. You put filters on your photos. I put claws on boundaries. You want unconditional love, but only give it to your pets and your phone. You run from red flags like it's a carnival, then blame fate when you get hurt. You read self-help books, then repeat the same chaos like it's your toxic playlist. You keep receipts of people's wrongs, yet demand grace for your own mess. You measure success with numbers. I measure it with peace, stretch, and a good sunbeam. You want applause. I want a warm lap and no questions. You spend your youth looking for the one, and your old age trying to become one. You say cats are mysterious. No, we're just not fake. You call it ghosting. I call it protecting my vibe. You want closure. I want silence. Guess who's sleeping better? You ask what's wrong with me. I ask why am I still in this room? You keep reinventing yourself. I perfected being me before breakfast. You need a vacation to rest. I rest because it's Tuesday. You love loud and lose quietly. I love wisely and leave quietly. You pretend you're okay. I take a nap and actually become okay. Professor Miyaugbo pauses, eyes glistening like polished marbles. He finishes, philosophy isn't about being deep. It's about knowing when to walk away, preferably with grace and a clean tail. Human relationships, so full of passion, so full of promises, so full of problems you saw coming but ignored because he's different. You call it love. I call it emotional flea infestation. You humans confuse attachment with affection and end up cuddling red flags in disguise. You want loyalty, yet you entertain 5 options like it's a romantic buffet. You ghost people, then get mad when karma blocks your number. You crave communication, but treat honesty like a threat. You post couple goals, but delete the pictures every 3 to 5 business weeks. You argue for hours, but forget to feed your soul. You say, I love you faster than I chase a laser pointer. At least I know it's a game. You stay in relationships where your peace is dying, but your pride won't let you leave. You want someone who listens, but you date someone who only hears themselves echo. You confuse drama for passion and stability for boredom. That's why you keep purring for the wrong hands. You ask, why do I attract toxic people? Maybe it's because you keep opening your heart like it's a public Wi-Fi. You treat boundaries like fences made of noodles. I set mine in stone and scratch anyone who crosses them. You beg for closure from people who couldn't even open up properly. You stay for potential. I walk when the energy feels off. No explanation. No meow back. You keep loving people who don't know how to treat you. Then say, cats are so distant. Sweetheart, we just have standards. You believe in soulmates. I believe in vibe checks and clean litter. You confuse loneliness with longing and end up collecting humans like emotional clutter. You want a partner. I want peace. That's why I'm sleeping on the windowsill, not arguing at midnight. You keep asking for signs. I look once, hiss, and leave. You love to fix broken people, then complain when you end up in pieces. Professor Miyaugbo leans forward, eyes unblinking. Humans, if love makes you shrink, it's not love, it's a cage. If it costs your joy, it's too expensive. And if it makes you question your worth, it's not worth it. He arches his back in a graceful stretch. I don't chase. I attract. I don't beg. I bask. And I surely don't return to the bowl that fed me stress.